Good afternoon, the good people of Lagos State and the gentlemen of the press. Today we present to you some of our achievements at the Lagos State Police Command in the past 2 weeks. During this period, we arrested 27 suspects involved in various crimes including murder, defilement, kidnapping, armed robbery, vandalism, cultism, unlawful possession of firearms and ammunition, and more. From these cases, we recovered a total of 2 firearms, 7 ammunition, 1 vehicle, 1 tricycle, 3 battle axes, 3 cutlasses, charms, and other contraband. On April 28, 2025, at about 7 a.m., operatives of the command received a distress call that 2 suspected armed robbers were caught by an angry mob and were being beaten and about to be lynched at Xual community in Ajegunle. Based on the report, operatives were immediately mobilized to the scene where the suspects, namely Aziz Anafi, male, age 25, alias Stainless, and Larry Brown, male, age 25, were rescued and taken into police custody, while a locally made pistol with 1 expended cartridge and a suspected stolen tricycle were recovered at the scene. However, preliminary inquiry revealed that the suspects and their cohorts, still at large, fired at a tricycle rider named Abubakar, aged 35, while they were attempting to dispossess him of his motorcycle at the aforementioned community, and he unfortunately died on the spot. The corpse has been evacuated and deposited at a public morgue for autopsy. Meanwhile, the suspects have been properly detained in police custody and exhibits have been registered accordingly. Effort is ongoing to arrest other fleeing members of the group as investigation progresses. On April 29, 2025 at about 9:30 p.m., detectives of the command received a report from a complainant who reported that one Peter Onehi, male, age 48, of Amkoko area, had carnal knowledge of his physically challenged daughter, aged 16, on several occasions, and at about 8:30 of that day, he was caught indecently assaulting the survivor in his house at the aforementioned area. Based on the report, a team of detectives visited the scene of crime where the suspect was arrested, while the survivor has since been taken to a general hospital in Ajegunle for examination and treatment. On May 1st, 2025 at about 4:50 p.m., detectives of the command received a report from a complainant who reported that his son, Hassan, aged 14, male, was kidnapped by a group of suspected kidnappers at the Olodiapapa area, and the sum of 20 million naira was demanded for his release. Our operatives were immediately deployed to the point of ransom collection somewhere on Wema Bridge, Apapa. The team arrested one of the kidnappers, Musa Shuaibu, aged 25. The team also went to the kidnappers' criminal hideout at a hotel in the Ajegunle area, where the victim was kept. The victim was rescued unhurt, debriefed, and reunited with his family, while the manager of the hotel was also arrested and taken into police custody for further investigation. On May 6, 2025, at about 8 p.m., we received information that during a heated argument between one Philip Ogwehi, male, aged 46, and the deceased identity is being kept for now, over the right of passage at a lounge in Songotedo area, Lagos. So the said Philip reportedly punched the deceased on the chest, and the deceased shortly after became unconscious. He was rushed to the hospital where he was confirmed dead by a doctor. Our detectives visited the scene. The suspect was arrested. The corpse has been deposited at the mainland hospital mortuary, Yaba, awaiting autopsy while investigation is ongoing. For every other case that has not been charged to court, immediately investigations are concluded, we can assure Lagosians that they will be arraigned accordingly. I would like to quickly talk about the APC primaries that took place over the weekend, May 10, 2025. We feel fulfilled and proud that primaries went well. For us, it was more of a litmus test to see how prepared we are for the main local government election that will be coming up on July 12th. So we deployed our human and operational resources before the election, during the election, and we still remained on ground after the election to forestall any breakdown of law and order. The election started quite on time, by 10 a.m. and at the end of the day, the ballots were counted, the results were announced. Just two persons were arrested, one for trying to disrupt the counting process and the other person for being unruly. By and large, it was a smooth affair, and of course, we are taking this back to our drawing table to see how we can improve on it. So by way of this, we are assuring Lagosians that the upcoming election on July 12th, the local government elections, security will be optimal, and they have no reason to fear or be apprehensive. Under the leadership of the Commissioner of Police, CP Olorundare Jimo, crime and criminality will be brought to a minimum as we continue to ensure optimal management and deployment of human and operational resources across the length and breadth of the state. We also implore Lagosians not to hesitate to contact the police if they see any suspicious activities around them. Thank you very much for gracing today's briefing.